tender goat all the time. Tender enough that you don't need a knife or anything. In today's video, we're going to be making goat stew, aponchi stew, agbonla tadi. This stew is pretty easy to make. We're going to start that by steaming the goat meat. We're going to be using a mixture of ginger, onions, and hot scotch bonnet peppers. Just blend that and then steam the meat with it, and of course with some salt. So initially you don't want to add any water to the mixture just yet. You just want to put that over medium heat on the stove and then just let that steam, so to speak. Once you've got that steaming for a couple of minutes, you're then going to add some water and just boil the goat meat so that we can get a stock as well that we will use for the stew. So once that is done, we're going to fry our goat meat. So you're going to take that out of the stock. Now, if you're a bit squeamish about frying and oil splashing everywhere, then make sure that you drain the goat meat. So don't throw out the stock, but just take out the pieces of goat meat and then let them sort of dry so that when you're frying, it doesn't splash around. But if you're a pro like me, you just go to battle, put your goat meat in there, and then just do what you have to do basically. So we're going to fry our goat meat and then set that to the side, and then we're going to start with our stew. We're going to start by frying our onions in some oil, and then we will add some tomato paste as well as the garlic, and then just make sure that we fry that very well. Once that is also done, we're going to add the rest of our ginger, onion, tomato, ginger, onion, scotch bonnet mixture, as well as some blended tomatoes. Now for this stew, you want it to be spicy. At least I want my goat stew to be spicy. You can of course reduce the amount of peppers that you put inside. Let that cook. And then we'll be adding our clove powder, our anise seed powder, our thyme, our bay leaf, and then just mix that and then let it continue to simmer. After it is simmered for a while, we'll now add our goat meat as well as the stock. Don't just rely on your taste buds, but rely on your nose as well. The smell is also a good indicator of how your stew will taste. The cloves and the aniseed make a huge difference when you're making your goat stew. You do need to be careful not to add too much because they can give off a sort of a like a flowery taste or like a perfumey taste. Of course, there's some salt in the stock, so at this point you can then check whether there's enough salt in your stew. But then just let that continue to simmer. This is going to go for about an hour until the stew reduces and you get this beautiful, rich looking stew. So there we have it. Our goat meat is ready. This is perfect with plain boiled rice. Have it also with boiled yam. It's also really, really good with yakayake. There should be absolutely no reason you can't try this. And if you have any issues or problems, do hit me up either on the website. I'm on Instagram as well. And I will see you on the next one. Happy eating!